Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
Welcome back to another episode of Going Deep with Aman. Right here with me is one of my very closest friends, the only guy I share my secrets with, Bashir Halaiki.
Hey guys, I'm the only guy Aman shares secrets with.
Yes, we're here today at Coffee Casa, new venue, every Friday at Westlands Coffee Casa. Free entry.
Is it Westlands or Parklands? I kind of feel
I've never known the difference. I think the difference is literally Parklands Road. On which side of Parklands Road you are.
Okay. But I guess you'd know.
Me, I wouldn't know.
I know
the difference
Parklands. So
I know the difference between South B and South C.
So you're not like a Parklands Muindi, you're a South B kind of Muindi.
Bashir, there are different kinds of Muindis.
No, I was just thinking maybe like you look like a Parklands type of dude, like you give that vibe, man.
Hey, that's a compliment to a Muindi. You look like a Parklands Muindi. I'm like, thank you. I have to take a Matata to get there, but thank you. You know what's funny? I actually had a friend in university who had never gotten into a Matata. And the first time he had to was an emergency, like in USIU. He had to use a Matata to get to town.
Oh.
And he was scared to use a Matata.
What?
And we just started. We were like, yes, Matatas are scary, man. Bro. You have to close all your windows. You have to always keep an eye on your pocket, and you have to learn. You always have to keep your eye out.
So like you had to give him a talk before.
We were lying. We were filling his head with lies. You know when you reach Ngara, don't even look outside.
Make sure you just pay and don't talk to anyone.
We told him a ride is just 100 shillings, which is not. It's just 30 shillings.
30 shillings.
But for him, 100 was nothing.
Yeah, that was like.
And that's when I learned that there are levels to being Muindi.
So it's like there's different shades of brown.
Are there different shades of whatever the fuck you are? I don't know what you are. You got your Bashir, Halai, your Gipto.
Yeah, you gotta confuse the enemy, man. Like the good thing about like being like having different identities is like I can change my name depending on the scenario. So it's like when I'm stopped by a cop and like I have to like pay a bribe, I'm Bashir Kipto.
Bashir
Kipto.
Bashir is still there.
Yeah, it's there because now I don't look like a John or something.
Fair enough.
But if like there's a terrorist attack and now like there are terrorists in the mall, now it's Bashir Yusuf.
Like I want that credit.
It's
like Muslims getting popular. That's good to sell tickets.
Man. And I feel like actually like there's quite a lot of like new because when it started out, I was the only Muslim comedian, I think. Like in this circuit, and now we have Abdi,
Aiden,
and Abdi, and
Muhammad, Abdi, Ahmed,
man.
Abdi Karim,
and it's so nice. It's so nice to see all these like other Muslim guys joining in. Like we were so sick of killing it in other areas. Where like let's try and do comedy for change.
Didn't you feel a bit threatened? Like my only USP, unique selling point.
So how did you feel when Shakir started doing comedy?
Nothing. I didn't feel anything at all because I'm Kala Singer and he's Muslim.
Yeah.
So he was, but you say his religion, then there's ethnicity.
Yeah.
So really, I wasn't really bothered because I'm funnier, so I wasn't really challenged.
Shakir, you should come back and like for me it was also the same because it's like they are like Somalis, like they're like you see like me, I was born into Islam.
No, sorry. I thought you were going to say I was born a bitch.
No,
anyway.
Apart from that, I was born into like an Islam household, so like it wasn't that strict. But for like Somalis, it's like that's their entire lifestyle. So like people like Abdi, it's like they are staunch.
Thank you, Emmanuel.
Like they are staunch. Like Abdi prays 5 times a day. He's like that. So it's like. Also, like the experiences are different, so that's why I wasn't
you don't
threatened.
Pray 5 times a day?
I do. I mean, I try, but like not 5 times a day. Like
even God is like, hey, how much?
Yeah, I mean, I do try. But, yeah.
I don't think I can pray 5 times a day. I mean, it's possible, but that's not something. I think my brain is meant for, because then I'll just start like, bro, how many times do you want me to say the same thing? So so you just replay the previous prayer because I'm saying the exact same thing.
Yeah, but now it's like it's required, but sometimes it's not possible, so it's a matter of just trying. I mean, if you can do it, if you can't, then it's cool, because you can be in other engagements and you can't pray, so it's
other engagements. You guys sound so posh. Why are you talking to me like we're not a corporate, bro? This is me and you should. Anyway, football. You fan of football?
Yeah.
What team do you support?
Damn. I'm okay. I'm a fan of football, but right now I'm taking a break from.
Are you a Liverpool fan or a Chelsea fan?
I'm a Chelsea fan, bro, and we are.
It's not a good season,
bro. It's worse. Like, it's bad. Like, every time I see Chelsea playing another team, it's like it doesn't matter which team we are playing. Like, I just know we're gonna lose.
Yeah.
Like, I just know. Like, I was looking at like the recent games that we've played, and it's like there's no W, nowhere in sight. It's like loss. Even a draw is rare.
Aish, the worst is, I feel one of the reasons people make fun of Chelsea right now is that you spend, I don't know, 400 million
we've spent
on
a lot of
getting
money.
players, and then you draw.
I don't know. I feel like that's a problem. That's the other thing. It's like buying players is one thing, but like creating a team is like, you see the way in NBA, like it takes a couple of years to build like a championship team.
Yes.
And that championship team will, let's say the Lakers or the Celtics, they'll go and win like a couple of rings. So I feel like with football, it's become so intricate that it's like that now. Like, you just can't. The competition is on a higher level right now that you actually need to have, like, you see the way Arsenal is now playing, like this is not something that happened recently. Like, they've been building towards this for a long time.
I remember there's a time people wanted Arteta out. I'm a new football fan, but I remember the tweets Arteta out.
Yeah.
And now that Arteta went, I don't know, 20 games with Arsenal, no loss or something like that, and people want Arteta back in.
Yeah, like deep.
You think Arsenal could take EPL?
Me, I want them to take.
I also want them to take.
For the greater good of humanity. Like, I need.
How is that the greater good of humanity?
Because it's like you see how like Raila is bad for persistence. Like, Arsenal will be good. Arsenal.
I like that.
Arsenal will save like people who are trying. It's like if you're looking at Raila, it's like, like, I've tried so many times,
and you can still fail.
So it's like
That's
so
a
if
good
Arsenal
lesson.
win, it's like.
It's balanced.
Yeah, it's balanced. So, like, we need Arsenal to balance out the losses that Baba has faced.
I think Baba's situation, you could also see it differently.
How?
You could say you can win, but you also need to have a good strategy behind it. That's the lesson there. You can try as many times as you want, but if you don't have a good strategy, you lose every time. Because I feel like Ruto came once, one good strategy, bada bing, bada boom, bottoms up, votes in, and we get fucked.
And that's the thing, because I think if you're actively pursuing something, let's say in your comedy career,
career? Are you calling it a career?
Oh, okay, it's not
this
a career.
Hobby.
Let me apologize to the 3 subscribers, bro.
Thank you.
Okay.
Brian is very happy.
Oh, okay. So, career. Let's say, whatever this is, whatever you've been doing it for a while. So at a certain point, it's just believing that you're actually good. Like, do you actually have like a comedy strategy? Or you just believe in your ability to tell jokes?
I kind of have a comedy strategy.
Yeah.
The idea is because I don't feel like comedians can give each other advice. Like, hey man, maybe you should do
we're
this.
Too critical.
I think comedy is one of those things where you need a very specific advice for that specific person.
Okay.
It's not a one copy paste all of them.
So it's not like a blanket solution for everything.
So I feel like my strategy to be better in comedy or to be successful in this venture is to keep doing comedy.
Okay.
Because that's the only way you get better.
Yeah, and you're actually quite consistent.
I want to be. I want to be more consistent.
Like you've shown up to like. Almost all, I don't know, like
Privilege.
you're always there.
Privilege. I'm a South Beam Windy, but good enough to reach at all these places.
I'm scared. If you are Parklands Muindi, bro, you
might be unstoppable. Actually,
man.
I don't think I'd do comedy if I was a Parklands Muindi, because I think life would be too easy.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't speak Swahili. I think 90% of the people who are into me are just because they're shocked. Wait, Muindi naongea Kiswahili.
And like you actually like engage with the common
with
man.
The blacks. Is that what you're saying?
The common folk.
The natives. I love that word, man. I love the
word
word
is so
natives.
offensive, bro.
It's not.
But
It's
listen,
not.
the thing is, I actually noticed that like black people can't tell the difference between a Parklands Muindi and a South B Muindi, because remember on Wednesday we were trying to cross the road and like no one could give us way, and then you just showed up and like everyone stopped.
I
was
think
like
that's
this is a Parklands Muindi. Let's let it.
I think that's just Muindi respect.
So do you actually use your Muindi privilege elsewhere? Like, has it ever happened to you?
I think I've said this before, but
Yeah.
I think being a color singer, the best place to be is East Africa.
Or East
You
Africa?
get a lot of respect over here.
Okay.
In India, we are oppressed. Color singers are oppressed. You know, they're taking water away from the state. You know, like imagine you live in Mombasa, and now the government is taking away the fresh water from Mombasa and
Oh, you
feeding.
guys have fresh water?
Yeah, Punjab. It
okay.
means the Punjab, the land of the 5 rivers.
Damn.
That's what we are. We are
Okay.
5 river people. And India, we're getting fucked. You know,
man.
America, USA. You know, your people do the crime. Our people have to pay the consequences. If you get it, you get it. If you don't, it's a joke. It's a joke.
Yeah.
But there, you know, people are racially profiled and you know hit and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
UK, you're just a general media. People, you're treated like a normal guy. Here, people call me boss.
Yeah.
I say Askaris don't check my car sometimes. They
Nothing.
just, and as you saw, people let me cross the road when I'm with my boys.
Man, that's amazing.
Do you think you have some privilege like that? I think there should be some privilege of being black in a black country.
Yeah, I mean, if you have something special.
What do you mean?
I mean, like as a comedian, I feel like I have a bit of privilege.
For
if people know that I'm a comedian.
Okay.
Yeah. So the only privilege, I guess, of like having like being black is being invisible. Like for you, it's like you immediately walk into a room.
Stand out.
Yeah, it becomes brighter first of all. You know,
Hey.
like it's
Thank you.
The mood lightens a bit. You know, it's. So I feel like for us it's like I can just disappear into the general name. For you can't. Like everywhere you go, it's like you have a spotlight on your name.
Funny enough, that's one of the reasons why color singers wear the turban. So you're easily identified.
Ah, okay.
Like in the olden days, I think color singers were like some sort of
you guys were warriors.
yes, we still are.
When did you
but
stop being warriors? Because you are wimp.
when they made the internet, all of us just put down the one sword and picked up the other.
Virgin.
I don't know. I think after the British fucked the whole of India, we're like, that's
but
enough.
the British, bro, those guys were brutal, man.
Very brutal.
What?
But you know,
I mean,
thanks to the British, you and I can
was-
have a conversation.
Yeah, I mean, but I was seeing this documentary about, is it called Myanmar or that like
Myanmar.
yeah. And then it's like how like the British came and like relocated like a whole population of people so that they can turn their temples into like tourist sites, and like bro, like those people just come and take everything, man.
Like they have done that in Kenya also.
Yeah.
You know the way
They
Kenya
took
was
our
divided.
land.
Your land.
I mean, we didn't.
You came
we
from
didn't
Congo, bro. What do you mean our land, bro? Talk up about it. You go back to digging
I'm
cobalt.
as Kenyan as anyone who used the other traveling routes.
You're a Nilote.
Yeah,
You come from the Nile, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know. Those
I
are
don't
things
know.
we learned in Kushite. Because you like to smoke that Kush at a good height.
But Kush comes from you guys. Even the word bangi comes from.
Yes, bhang
comes
from India. Marijuana has a very positive culture, I think, in India.
Actually,
it has
even in religion.
It has religion backing.
Yeah.
Like there's a holiday called Holi where we throw colors at each other.
Oh yeah, I've seen
And there's
that.
a drink you drink. It's called bhang.
Bang.
Yes, and it has marijuana in it, and it has cardamom. It has almonds. Like it's a good smoothie, but it gets you fucked up.
But
and now you're throwing colors at everybody. Can you
I
imagine?
thought we were friends, man. You've never invited me to throw colors and drink pang.
The thing is, it's easy to show color on a white slate than it is
I'm
to
already
show.
colored, so
I didn't say that. That's
Damn.
you saying
damn.
the racist things that I pushed you
Damn.
towards. Coming back to advantages of being black in Kenya, I think one advantage is you don't have to fear of being chased away.
Yeah, because that has happened quite a bit
For
for you
one
guys,
reason-
and I had like the wildest explanation, because like it's no lie. You guys are rich. You guys are successful. But it's very hard to see Indians outside an Indian establishment like just acting rich and being rich.
I that's true, but there are many. It's not as easy because it's not as easy as saying, oh, just because they're racist. That's like 60% of the reason.
Yeah.
There's a 40% context to it. Think of immigration. You're in a new country. You always want to stick around to your people because it's easier. Comfort, safety, number, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
So that one, okay. And another reason. Just in East Africa, Windies were chased from Uganda.
Yeah, that's actually the case in point. Yeah.
So that history is still within nearly every Muindi, nearly every elections. There's always a rumor on our WhatsApp that Raila is going to kick Windies out or Root is going to kick Windies out.
There's always that
fear that you have to vote for the right guy because this guy might be the guy who chucks Windies out.
Because it's happened before. That's the
it
thing.
Happened with Idi
so you guys
Amin.
need to stay prepared, man.
Yeah,
but that was crazy. Idi Amin said I don't know. He gave you guys how many? Like a week or so to.
But then he closed down the offices that give you the permission to leave. So you're fucked.
Oh fuck, man,
and I don't like, and I hate. We hate demonstrations because you guys damage our property. You go to town, you throw stones,
and we take a day off to protest, and you guys don't close your shops. It's very bad
Mutiso
for business.
Is getting his
Mutiso
revenge.
is going to protest.
Mutisos, do they protest?
I don't know. I think they do.
Maybe. What are Mutis when there's no water in the?
They're used to that. That's okay. It's like saying people in Langata protesting. Like it's okay. They find a way. I feel like also they have like other problems. So yeah, I think they protest, man. But you guys I feel like you guys are good for the economy, for the needs. Like I saw someone complaining about Somalis. Taking all the energy industry and I don't know hospitality or something. It's like actually I feel like it's backwards, because if they are doing it at that level, as long as they are doing it well, then it's an open market, it's a free market.
That's what I was about to say.
Willing buyer, willing seller.
Willing buyer, willing warrior. You know what I'm trying? Willing seller. But there, I feel like there's always this competition on which community contributes the most to the economy, and you forget that it's the non-immigrants that are promoting the most, because the Juakali industry is really huge for the economy. And I don't see Windies in the Juakali industry. Everybody likes to put their people in front, but if you just step back and see, hey man, I don't think everybody likes to feel they're important.
That's true.
But we're just good at making money.
That
one I agree. As I told previously, like if you see the percentages of Windies in Kenya, maybe a 0.001. But when you see the richest people, 100 of them.
I think top 5, it's like
4 Windies.
It's like Uhuru and then like his 3 Indian buddies.
That's actually the truth. There's no.
But what's the secret, man? Because I'm trying to get rich. I'm not gonna lie. I'm trying to is it something that is it instilled in you, like through religion or through culture, or like what's?
Honestly, I don't know, but
because you're not rich,
I have some assumptions.
You haven't found the secret yet, so
I think it's because I chill with the natives. But if I was chilling with my Muindi boys, I
feel like you'll take time and chill with the Patels and then.
I don't want to chill with Patels. Gujaratis are racist. Fuck Modi. I don't know if people. No, I love Modi. Modi is good. I'm joking.
Modi is good. Okay.
Modi is the Indian
Patel
Prime Minister.
Taught me English actually. It's
really?
Like he's the one who wrote
a first aid.
A first aid. Yeah.
And our school was so dumb. We used to use the first aid of the lower class. So if we are class 5, we used the first aid of class 4.
When you mean the school was dumb, do you mean you?
No, the whole school was dumb, bro. We're all dumb fucks. Oh, we only have 5 more minutes.
Okay.
Anyway, before I leave, going deep is always about the feeling of the show. So how do you feel about having one more open mic on a Friday?
I feel quite good, man. Because
stupid question. That was such a stupid. Everybody feels nice.
Okay.
What do you feel about it?
Having one more.
Yeah.
I don't feel good about it.
Thank you, Bashir, for a very unique answer. I love you, man.
Yeah.
Thank you for giving me.
Yeah, you need to stay away from the crowd. Just
you need to not do jokes.
Yeah. Just
not go on stage.
Yeah. Don't be consistent. That's the way you become successful.
No, but honestly, how do you feel about having one more show?
I feel it's like as you've said before, it's like the more comedy you do, the better you become at it. And I feel like the more time you spend on stage, the more comfortable you become. the more refined you become. Because think about it, if you have like a new set, you workshop it on Monday, you get a few tags. You do it on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. By the time you're doing it on Friday, it's like you have enough time to fix like you can have like a half-baked joke on Monday, and by Friday you can have like a doggy or like a puppy per se.
A doggy is a joke that works all the time. FYI.
Okay, and a puppy is like a new doggy.
A new doggy. I like that.
Doggy.
I like that. Yeah. Funny for me, all my jokes are doggies, so I don't have to bake or half bake. You know, every that's a baller statement as a comedian.
Yeah, this guy has doggies.
You wouldn't get it. But I also like I like the audience. It's a mixed crowd. Mixed crowd's always the best.
That's the best. There's variety.
There's variety. All opinions will have somebody latching on to something.
That's true.
You know, and not everybody is going to shit on that opinion. Somebody's like, I get it.
Yeah.
That's a good thing of a mixed crowd. Location-wise, it's good.
Yeah, the location is
we
nice.
We can add prizes to our other shows because like, hey, we perform in Westlands, but you know. And one more place to test your jokes. You're right.
Yeah, that's
I'm
true.
always happy for new places, and thank you,
and
Bashir.
It's beautiful, man.
For joining us on this.
Closing the,
because only 5 minutes left, and
how can you tell though? It's like
Brayo just did this behind the
camera. Okay.
Brayo, my unpaid producer. Brian Mutisio. Brian Mutinda. That's what I like to call him. But anyway, thank you, Bashir, for joining me.
Let's solve racism. Guys, we've just solved racism.
This is how you solve racism.
Yeah, don't hate other people. It's okay.
I think one way to solve racism is to do racist jokes in front of the other person.
Yeah, I feel like the more you talk about it, it's like you disarm whatever it is.
And you know what I don't like about Muslims?
What? They banned.
You know.
That was your joke. I was trying to remember.
That was stuff. You know, they've done stuff. Many people have done stuff, but specifically. No. Anyway, thank you.
Bye.
It sound right, boy.